everybody, Jason Granneman with SoCal Lifestyle TV here. I'm at Phillips Auto with Niko Markovich.
How's it going, guys? How are you? Welcome.
Niko's a really interesting guy. He does a lot of road racing. He's a complete exotic fanatic, knows a lot about cars, works in the industry, lives in the industry. As most of you know by now, my motto is it's not work, it's a lifestyle. And the reason I like talking to Niko is he's an example of that. I don't think anything he does is work. I think it's all about his lifestyle here, and he represents it very well at Phillips Auto. Niko, can you give us a little bit of background on what you do here and what you offer the public?
I'm a part of the sales and acquisitions team, so if you come to Phillips Auto, I'm happy to get you in a car or buy yours, whatever works. I do a part of road racing on my free times, and when anytime an enthusiast comes in, it's kind of just talking shop and telling them about these cars' histories.
Awesome. I know we've been rapping for a while about some of these cars. You've got some very interesting cars here. There's a pair in here that caught my eye, 911 turbos. Original 1986 911 turbo. This is the Slant Nose. It became very popular and highly desirable car. Niko, can you give us a little rundown on it?
These cars are really sought after, so a lot of them you see out there, they're reproduced, they're replicas. This is an original, so this is a consignment car at the moment, but he's got 3 1989 additional Ferraris that are here, pristine condition. This is one that he drove a little bit more. He's got the authentic Gotti wheels on it. Does have a repaint, but restores it to almost a new condition. We're representing quality cars and quality owners as well.
Yeah, you guys have a reputation. You've been here, family owned for how many decades?
34 years.
34 years in this location. I remember growing up here in Newport Beach and riding my bike by this dealership. Here at 34 years, you have a lot of repeat customers, clienteles that come by. And so once you gain that trust with people, they're more than, they're happy to share their collection with you. We're on PCH, so you can drive by, see their car, and when it comes down to it, we're a bit selective, so you'll have an older G50 or, an SC, but if it's beat up and, if we can't stand behind it by the end of the day, it's just not worth it for us to sell. So it just really has to make sense. We have to have a market for it, and at the end of the day, it's the inventory we have is who we are to the local community, how they see us, so. What is the most inspirational thing that comes to your mind for people that are perhaps not quite there or ready to buy right now, but want to get into cars like these? Is there anything that's inspirational to you that kind of helps people stay on track to their dream of ownership of these types of exotics?
I think what really makes a difference is the people that jump ahead of themselves. Get into these cars, they figure they can make the payments, but it's a lot more than that when it comes down to it at the end of the day. And you're just buying right, buying smart. You can buy some of these cars where you're not going to lose any money. You might actually make some. So it's not jumping the gun on anything, making sure you're buying right, buying smart. Be patient a lot of times. I had guys that I've been working with for over a year just trying to find them a car, and they're in no rush. They have the money and, a lot of times they're just hunting.
So it's really just keeping your mind on the right track. Don't make it everything that you're trying to do. These are hobbies. These are toys at the end of the day. Some are investments. But I wouldn't say, it's anything to, of course everyone wants a Porsche or wants a 993, but it's nothing to, make as your goal. This is something to complement. It's just, don't rush anything. Don't make any rash decisions.
So remember, from Winston and myself, it's not work, it's a lifestyle. Peace.